Welcome back as always. I'm Dustin. This is Free as Above. This is vlog number 4. We've been talking a lot about this process of force versus violence, and then the idea of understanding how to get to freedom and how that begins with us, as I talked about these internal things that need to take place in our understanding of how this world works. And then the key is action, is the action on the planet, is what actions that I take and what actions that you take. The actions that we take should begin with the foundational principle, a principle, not an ideology, of morality. Is this the right thing to do? And you can run that through the 7 principles. Am I stealing any property of those 7 things? Someone's life, someone's bodily integrity, someone's possessions, someone's sexual choice, right? Someone's peaceful domicile, someone's fully informed decision, and someone's free will, right? Am I doing this action now in the now moment that is going to do that? That's number 1. And then number 2, am I participating in any institutions, organizations, and this could include governments. This does include governments. This does include religions. Am I participating on a daily, weekly basis in putting my sacred energy into those dark systems? Now, in order to get to this point of conviction and energy into the world, there does need to be a resolve in the individual to gain a robust cosmology. A robust cosmology. Cosmology is the study of the universe, or if we really look at it, the study of organization, how the universe is organized. And as I shared before, if you take a myopic view on your cosmology and do not include all the vast data that is out there on how the order of this universe works, and you truncate it out, you will, first of all, come up with errors in your worldview. You will come up with limitedness in your worldview, and you will not grow as an individual. And if it's an ideology that holds a limited cosmology that also supports violence or condones violence, even if it's deception, in your life you will not grow. It's impossible. You cannot grow spiritually in your life because of that. So we have to be intellectually honest. We have to be honest with ourselves, and we have to take the time to look into a broader cosmology on how this world works, how this universe works. And the key is to put everything on the table. This is part of the Trivium Method, which is an ancient method in which to gain truth. It's broken down in 3 parts. You gather the information, which is the grammar. You do the logic, which is processing all the information. And then it is the rhetoric, in which you then, as you gather and do the process, then you share it. You put it together and synthesize it in a way that can be digestible for others. This is called the Trivium Method. That means everything has to be on the table. If you refuse to do that, you are under so much mind control and you are being immature. You are not grown up. You have to grow up. Since all of us are connected on this planet, if one suffers, we all suffer. It is imperative that we grow up and we put everything on the table. We look through it and we use a filtering system as we gather the information. Why are we filtering? Why are we adding things in? Why are we taking things away? This has to be processed as you begin to use the logic phase to put it all together. There is wonderful, wonderful components of organization, how this universe works. As the ancients that have gone way before us have given us so freely and so much risk to their lives, they've given us this information. We need to take it in, put it on the table, read some books, and begin to process this as we move forward as a species. If we don't do this, we will fall so easily into ideologies that have limited cosmologies and produce violence, condone violence, and this is where our species will fail on the planet. This planet does not need our species. It doesn't need it. We, though, are beautiful creations that have a tremendous amount of power on this realm and the invisible realm. A fuller cosmology helps us understand that so we can step in our power and we can realize the beauty that we can create. If we have a movement of laziness, we won't get there. So, if one suffers, we all suffer. We all need to do our part to grow. I'll see you in the next one.